Lex Talks. This is Lex,
I'm Sean.
and we're glad to bring this episode to you. We want to touch up on social media.
Yeah. So last week we talked about how DTI got to where it was, and we talked about where it came from and all of that. And I had a bunch of questions throughout the week as far as like social media. It's such a big thing now.
Yeah.
It's growing and growing and growing. We live on it, we see it, everybody's glued to it, and so I wanted to get your perspective on kind of where we are at currently with social media, where we might be going with social media, and how important a role it plays in not only business and business development, but also as well how important of a role it plays in the mindset of somebody starting their own business or somebody just I guess how we portray other things on social media by the way that they are portrayed to us through social media.
I think, like, when it comes to social media, I think there's a gift and a curse to it.
Yeah.
First things first, where we're at social media, so that's the first question you had.
Yeah.
I think we're in the mid days of social media.
Mm-hmm.
I think pretty soon it'll be virtual media, but I honestly believe that social media is starting, because not everybody knows how to use it. It's not oversaturated yet.
Right.
But every marketing asshole has jumped on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So,
Absolutely.
and what I mean by that, if you remember back in the days, it was the cold calling, where they would call your phone, hey, would you like to buy this? Would you like, no, don't call me again.
Yeah.
Then it went to email. Then it was spam.
Right.
Now you can't spam those advertisements in social media, and now it's gotten to a point where you can't watch any media without commercials, like YouTube.
Yeah.
Now you can't even skip it.
They force you to
But
watch.
Here's the thing:
Yeah.
they make you pay for. Now, if you don't want commercials, they make you pay for
The
it.
premium. Yep.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's they're using it to their benefit, but the average person hasn't figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
And I talk to a lot of people, and one of the things that I always tell people is now you can create your own wealth, but your content has to be consistent. Like, for example, when we started Lex Talks, it just was one of those things that I just wanted to give out free advice, because people pay me for this, like consultation, but I was like, I want to give it away.
Right.
Like, and I was like, how do I get more followers, more views, more things going on, and more activity?
Well, that's awesome because you see people selling that on social media as well. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, buy my book or buy my. They'll give you a brief little snippet and then say if you want the rest of it,
Right.
pay for it.
And for me, it was more like, how do I get everybody to be able to be independent so they can apply that to their business or what they're doing?
Right.
Like, I come across a lot of people, like, they go, like, let's use musicians for an example, rappers or musicians. I get people that says, man, I'd like for you to invest in me. And I go, invest in you? Where's your music? Oh, I'll send you a demo. No. I don't want a demo. I want to see some visuals. Where are they? Do you have them on YouTube? Oh, not yet. I go, how do you not have your own YouTube page and put even if you don't have a video, just throw the audio there.
Right.
And lyrics. You can create that on your own.
Absolutely.
Audio and lyrics.
Yep.
And I don't even see you on Facebook showing the process while you're in the lab or you're creating your music. See, and that's the thing. I think what I get frustrated with social media is everybody wants to be something on there, but they're not willing to execute.
So what I hear you saying throughout that process is a lot of us would like to see the process it took to get.
Shit, yeah. Just think about it. Imagine if Pac or Big, you got to see their whole story from when Pac was in the streets all the way to where he was trying to achieve his dream, and then he finally gets that big break, and you get to see him with a contract, signing a contract for his first big break. and then his first movie break and all that stuff, like you would have grown with him.
Right.
You would have seen that whole process, and you would have seen that it's achievable, but based off consistency. Obviously, you have to be talented.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So look, music's not for everybody, but obviously you have to be talented. But imagine if you would have seen Big or Pac show you the whole process of what they went through, or Jay-Z, or Dame Dash with Rockefeller Records when they started from nothing, when they went to Def Jam and the guy says, rap for me. And Dame Dash said, well, you got any money? He goes, what? You're the one with the deal. He says, man, you know what? Forget that. Let's go start our own label. Like, those are iconic moments. And then Rockefeller became one of the biggest things. So for me, I would have loved to see that process, because that would have gave me so much more respect of what they accomplished, and I would have grew with them throughout the whole process, and I would have been their biggest fan.
Right.
That's why, like, Dwayne Johnson's got such a huge following, because he's always showing the process.
Authentic.
Right, authentic. Him in the gym. Kevin Hart, same thing. Him in the gym.
Yep.
Him doing doing the write-up, doing the actual filming, going to these premieres and giving these speeches, and in the process staying healthy, and all these types of things. Like, people grow with them.
So I want to take that and kind of jump into just a little bit, like, so those are two examples of authenticity.
Yep.
And they have a huge following.
Mm-hmm.
And it's apparent that if you're authentic and you show the process, that people will enjoy the ride. That will enjoy the ride to be along with you.
If you have the right content, but it doesn't have to be perfect. You have to have the right product,
Of
whether
course.
it's music or whatever it may be. And sometimes you're the anomaly. You can have a shit whatever, but as long as you're consistent, you can still win.
Yes, absolutely. But it's proven that through them, because they do have the right.
Yep.
They've got a huge following. Everybody loves what they're doing, and it's a proven fact that people enjoy that.
Yeah.
But on the flip side of things, the majority of what you are seeing out there right now is glorification. Right?
Yeah.
So everybody's posting intermittent things in the process that are only what they see as highlights.
Right.
Therefore, other people that are viewing their page think that that's the whole thing. And that's the part that I wanted to ask you about, or talk to you about,
Yeah.
is how many false impressions are people getting on social media because only glorified moments are posted?
I get frustrated with that, okay? Because now, so we're in an age where it's visuals.
Yeah.
Not really anything other than the visuals. So they show the visual gratification, right? So when you see all these guys, these new up and coming guys with Bugattis and stacks of money and stuff like that, you didn't see the whole process of what they went through to get there. So now what people are infatuated with is the end result. Not how they got there, but the end result. And that bothers me a lot, because it's false gratification. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
I do.
it pisses me off, because people think that it took 1 year or it took a couple months and they got rich. But they didn't understand that this person went without eating, or sacrificed their time, or got 100 no's before they got the first yes.
Has put a better half of their lifetime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this new generation bothers me in certain aspects, because they are more in love with the materialistic side instead of the process.